Today we're talking about the last Digimon movie, Digimon Adventure, The Last Evolution Kizuna, so let's get started. The team discovers that when they grow up, their relationship with their Digimon will come closer to an end. They realize that the more they fight, the faster their bond breaks, and the time to choose is approaching fast. Hey everybody, just a quick thanks for stopping by my channel. If you guys love to watch movies like I do, you guys are in the right spot. Make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up and coming videos. I grew up watching Digimon for a long time. It was easily comparable to Pokemon, and over the years I had a little less interest in watching Digimon. But in 2016, when they had the Digimon Adventure tri-films, my love for Digimon came back, and I was exploring the characters like Tai, Matt, TK, of the original characters from Digimon Adventure when they were in high school. And they had 6 films for Digimon Adventure Tri. I thoroughly did enjoy those movies. Now this last one is the last one for these Digimon characters. The Digi-Destined are learning that their time with their Digimon are slowly fading away, and there's this large threat that is decreasing the time with them. They have to enter the Digi-World to stop this threat while also protecting all of the Digi-Destined. This movie really does focus on just Matt and Tai. They are at the front of this movie. I always felt like they were the main characters of the Digimon show, and they really have a lot to do in this movie. This movie definitely does feel like the end of the Digimon era for these characters. It definitely does feel like it's the last chapter in this story. The way that the characters are presented, the storyline, the urgency all behind it, feels like it's all wrapping up within the movie. Over the years, I've learned that Digimon is not just for kids. When I watched it when I was young, it was tailored to me. I was young, I was into Pokemon, I was into Digimon, it was all bright, it was all upbeat, it was a lot of fun. But as the years went on, the series became more mature with that Digimon Adventure Tri. The show is willing to grow old, where a lot of animated shows like Pokemon never grow up. They always feel the same. The characters like Ash always feel the same. That's not the case for Digimon. They are entering adulthood within this movie, so they're deciding what they want to do for their careers, also trying to protect the Digi-Destined. I think it's absolutely smart that the show is willing to grow older and willing to wrap it up instead of just staying the same throughout. That is something that I've learned to appreciate about Digimon, and now looking at it, it's much more mature compared to what it was years ago. And so with this last film, you do get a lot of heavy themes of loss. You do get a lot of heavy themes of moving forward. You can tell that the relationship between the Digi-Destined and the Digimon are there, and it's really, really sweet. But also you can tell that it is coming to an end, and those moments really make you appreciate the relationships within the movie, because you know that it is eventually going to possibly disappear if they can't save the day. Not only did it include the Digi-Destined kids from the first Digimon Adventure series, it also included some other characters from Digimon Adventure 2, like Cody and all of his friends within the series. So they were in New York trying to help the Digi-Destined, and they were all connected with this big event that was going on. I could sit and watch Digimon and like Power Rangers and Pokemon and the evolution for Digimon and like the morphing sequences for Power Rangers. It always gets me hype. Every time I watch a Digimon evolve, like Agumon digivolve into Greymon and Metal Greymon, it's just so epic. It's so cool to watch. And the way they do it in here always hypes up the scene and provides a lot of action moments and a lot of fun within it. And there is different Digimon in here and different versions of Greymon and Garurumon as well. It's really cool to see that, and the animation definitely does work. It's similar to that Digimon Adventure Tri, and how that looked. It looked a little more grown up. It definitely feels like that within the movie. I like how it just focused on Tai and Matt. They had a really solid relationship in this movie with their Digimon as well, also wanting to move forward. They were the ones who were trying to save the day. That really ended the Digimon era, and there was times where I was watching it and I just really had to stop and think, this is about to end. Like, my childhood with the Digimon and the characters is about to possibly end right here. This is the last movie for these characters. And it was a bit emotional, and the way that they wrapped up the certain storylines was fitting for the characters, and it gave you closure as well. You know, they possibly could bring everything back years down the road, I don't know. But if this was the last absolute story for these Digi-Destined, I would be pleasantly okay with that because of the way that they wrote the characters, plot for the story, and all of the action. It was a satisfying ending. The plot is pretty straightforward. It's easy to follow. It's nothing like groundbreaking or a thinker. It's just kind of there. It seems a little been there, done that at times, but the movie definitely did focus on the Digi-Destined, their Digimon, their relationships, kind of accepting that you have to grow up and move forward with things. That was a big message within the movie, and I think they handled that well. So as a huge Digimon fan, and I remember watching the first episode as it premiered on Fox Kids many, many years ago, and then going to the mall afterwards and talking to my mom about Digimon, I remember that very vividly. I enjoy Pokemon a lot more than Digimon, but Digimon, for me, has grown up. And I really did appreciate how they brought back Digimon Adventure Try and made the show more mature, had them in high school. Now they're entering adulthood, and they have to accept that things are changing. It's a much more mature plot than anything really Pokemon has ever done before. And I really did appreciate about that within this movie. I'm going to go ahead and give Digimon Adventure Last Evolution Kizuna an A-. Thank you guys for checking my review for the new Digimon movie. Have you guys seen it? What did you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming videos. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy.